Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Christelle Martinette with another reading for the month of April. Now, before I tell you how I'm going to go about things, let me just put in a plug for different services because I've had people come over again and again and again, and first-time readers go into a series of patterns. Every 2 weeks they come back for a reading, or every 3 weeks, and it would be wise to come in for a free consultation and talk about the different things that would be best for you, depending on your issues. A lot recently have come to me for past life regression, and a fair amount for hypnotherapy because of certain different issues they've had. But then we saw together that it would be best to either just go to a card reading or just go to soul therapy. And in most cases, however, we did go through past life regression. Now, I would consider all of the different services because sometimes it's just not a card reading. What you'll find is that you see patterns in your life. The same things keep happening over and over again. People come to me and say, I just can't find I just can't keep love in my life, or even no matter how I try. And others keep telling me there's illness there. It recurs often, and or my dreams, I've had nightmares over and over and over again. So every issue is different. But then most of the times, a lot of the times, just a card reading will do. So now, what are we going to do this month? This month I have here my tools, as always, but I'm thinking of doing it this way, and it will be different. It will be tailor-made for every sign, I think. So I have here my picture postcards, the fine arts picture postcards, then my Silver Witchcraft Tarot, and then my Vera Sibilla cards. And of course I'll have on hand the Neapolitan cards should I need them, and crown the reading this time with my antler runes. You know that antlers fall off, and there was a wonderful woman who crafts these. They're beautiful and they're very easy to see. So on to the next, happy birthday, Aries. On to our readings for April. Hello, Capricorn, it's Christelle here for the month of April for you. Let's see what the month of April holds for Capricorn. Capricorn friends, let's see what the month of April holds for Capricorn. I see quite a bit of harmony in your life, despite all of the letting go, and stopping seeing someone. I see an end I do see an end to someone, an end to a relationship, or not going forward in any case, but then coming back into your daily routine and picking up where you left off, with a, smile on your face. But I'll show you the cards. Just let me get to the other deck. Have them all upside down here. You just come to the conclusion that, yes, okay, I've tried it, but, my knight is not, for females, my knight in shining white armor was not that person, and for males, my princess, my ballerina wasn't that, or just same sex. Say, well, my knight, my princess, this wasn't that person. But then you just move on. This is what I'm seeing, but with a smile on your face. Let me go more into detail here. Back to being single and happily single. That's what I'm getting. Let me show you these and then read them. This is The Olive Tree by Vincent van Gogh. This is the destruction of the Danish fleet before Copenhagen by Eckersberg. Bottoms up. Up. This is the Cornell Farm by Edward Hicks here in Pennsylvania. It's an actual farm of the stock of James Cornell in Pennsylvania, Bucks County. At the piano, Theodore Robinson. And what I'm seeing here is that, yes, there was this turbulent sort of giving and taking. If you've ever seen the bark of an olive tree, you'll know how knotty it can be. And there was something just didn't sit right with you, with a meeting or a relationship that you have recently got into, or a friend, or someone you came across recently, an acquaintance it could be, without simply having a relationship. And you sort of, curtailed your way out of there, got out of it, and, you just came back into your own environment and, chalking it up to experience. This is what I'm seeing. Nothing gained, nothing lost. But that, was just another experience, I'll show you the, very telling are it was Silver Witchcraft. There's the 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. There's very, very much hope for love coming into your life again, far more than you've had in the recent past. 4 of Swords, and this Knight of Swords, knowing, you know full well that there's a weight there, but that it will, this is the Chariot, that it will ultimately come. And you will, fly away into the sunset. Allow me this literary prose. Now, the interesting part here, and the detail, let me show you first the cards. Imeneo, this nuptial dance, and Viaggio, the trip, movement. Donna di servizio, the housemaid. Vedovo, the widower. Dottore, the doctor, and which I see more as licking your wounds, really. Then I see Fortune, Fortuna. This is the way they came out. Sacerdote, the priest. Fortuna and Pensiero. All right, now, what I'm seeing here is that, yes, there will be some day, okay, in your mind, this is what you're thinking, but that this wasn't the one. This wasn't him or her. And you're very, very, again, I see you being pleased. I see you, of course, thinking about it, but I see you as being pleased. More, all of it talks about a relation, your interpersonal relations. None of it talks to me about your work at all. It talks about you in the month of April sort of settling into the notion that, sure, but boy, am I happy. Something will come if I want a relationship, but, I'm happy as I am. Now, of course, there are many of you who do have relationships, but that were probably disappointed for something that came down between you. And all in all, you chalk it up to experience and say, okay, but better luck next time, with that mate of yours, with that companion, with that significant other of yours. There is, however, the fundamental desire, and it will be coming up over and over and over again, of getting to visualize, to actually see a person before you that you can conceive of as your partner. It's as if you want to fabricate the person. You want to see, so you have a computer in front of you. Okay, let me give that person long blonde hair, or let me give him a ponytail. Let me see a tall, dark, handsome. You're trying to see and look at different pictures of what type of person would you really be attracted to. And whereas they are superficial musings and ruminatings. However, deep down, what is coming up, what does come up, is the way the outer vision of this person instills in you, draws out in you an underlying emotional attraction, which is very difficult for me to put in words. While I'm seeing, and why I see that is the difficulty between these two. All right, there is the outward projection and the inner turmoil that, a person who has such this beautiful person, beautiful body, beautiful way of speaking, but that you just don't get on with. There's something that irks you. This just doesn't sit right with you. And you've seen that over and over again, Capricorn. And what I'm seeing is that you're trying to, it's as I really actually see you at a computer, and probably it has to do with many of you being in front of a computer in a dating site. This is what I think. And it seems that you're trying to say, well, no, that person, that look, he has a look or she has a look, the look in his eyes or her eyes, it just doesn't, it irks me, even if they are beautiful. And there's something that you're looking for that goes beyond the physical, whereas you do look for a very strong physical attraction. There's that added something that could amount to a twinkle of the eye, or a smirk, or a crooked smile, or the way they hold their hands. They pose their hands in the picture, or the way their shoulder moves. It's very, very particular to you, Capricorn. But I do see you in front of a computer. It does tell me that you are looking. You're on the lookout, and of course, again, this is a general reading, and I know there are people out there that this will not pertain to, but this message is for someone, and I'm giving it to you as I'm reading it. Let me take the runes to see what the casting will tell us. Whoa. Okay. And this wanted to come out as well. Well, first I'll go to the difficult portion, and I have here Urus and Hagal. They are both telling, it's like a little warning. This is the Knight of Swords. It's a warning telling you, take heed and go slowly. If you charge in, it's not, because I have Yera right next to that. And if you charge in, you will ultimately find this situation. You need to take your time in seeking out that special person, and try to distinguish very clearly with Isa what love means to you. Actually, what is it of love that is attracting you? There's of that person. Why do you feel attracted? In a real love-like way, what is it? And you really need to understand that before you move forward. Now, having said that, there are very important runes linked to our 10 of Pentacles. Our 10 of Pentacles. And they are Otala, Merkstave, and Bjork, Brightstave. They're telling you that no matter how you look, how closely you look into that computer, and how you look and peek into that person's eyes, look at their hands, how they're positioned, and what their nails look like, and try to imagine their nature and their personality through that. No matter what, you will never know unless you actually meet that person and see them eye to eye. This is what they're telling me. And it's the contact of the eyes that will give you the truth of your feelings for them. Also, there is this Eight of Pentacles here and Diag, which tells me that it is the movement, this period, this moment of you seeking out, looking, searching, is fundamental. It is more important than actually meeting the person. It's more important for you to realize what you really want, and comparing that to the past of your relationships, the way you've met other people in the past, and confronting the differences. Am I a new person here? Yes, of course. I'm more mature. I'm a different person. As compared to the past, I cannot want the same things, perhaps. And this is something that you need to work on in the month, and you will be working on in the month of April. Now, I have here the Four of Swords, and we all know those the tarot readers out there know that the Four of Swords tells us that there is a waiting, a resting, more than a waiting. This is a resting in peace. This is a tombstone. And again, it's mirroring this widower here. What I have on top of those are very, very powerful runes. One is the Risats, and it tells you that you need an incubation period. You need to take time and mull over what it is you really want. You're protected in that. Your other domains in your life, the other areas in your life are protected. So if you have problems with that finances, don't worry about that. That will take care of itself. This is what Awats is telling us. Of course, Anzus does say that you need, if you can, and I don't mean to send people to therapists, but the more orally you voice your inner needs, the more successful you will be in making your truth. Every now and then my computer shuts off. What I was saying is, the more orally you voice your needs, the more readily the emergence of your truth will come about. And the last card, and with the runes on them, is the Chariot. And what do I have over the Chariot is the rune Need and the rune Ingvats. They're telling me that what is fundamental, beyond but beyond the importance of communicating your thoughts and your desires and your uncertainties, is the fact of moving forward. You need to move forward. Ultimately, that is the key to your success. And this is success, the moving forward. Having you come to a position, Capricorn, where you're able to pinpoint what it is of other people that I want, because I see you living in a world of your own this month of April, and quite happily so. But what is really churning inside you is the idea of what is it, and you're talking to yourself, Capricorn, what is it that attracts me? Why am I so hung up on this person or that person or that person? What is it about them? Try to see a pattern, because it will serve you very well in moving forward. Capricorn, I do hope this was of help to you. Namaste, and have a nice month. Have a wonderful month of April. Bye-bye until we read together again.